Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer. And of course me as the glorious, victorious Hannes. Yes, Hannes, you were always here. And we are back with more Encased, where, yes, I loaded it up, and yes, we have just won the fight. I did lose. I lost again, I will point out. But if you're doing this part yourself, try and click in the middle of the battlefield. It does help. Crump freezes in place, like a statue. His broad chest keeps rising, his eyes are closed, his face is peaceful. He takes a deep breath, then exhales, sharply. Opens his eyes and looks at his knuckles with a smile. Good fight, huh?
Why did they attack you? Why did the blacks bother you so?
He shrugs his mighty shoulders. I punched their friend in his nagging. In his noggin. When he molested a guy in the shower. I can't just pass by an asshole who's doing some shitty thing. Sometimes my fists get itchy. To straighten a person up on the path of enlightenment. You understand? Object. Conflict should be resolved with words, avoiding violence whenever possible. Tell him you're not really interested in morals. Kind of.
But I agree, sometimes gross physical violence is necessary, even in a dispute. Is even desirable, yes.
Crump looks at you with respect. Well, then you and I could make friends.
Oh. Right. You're not going to assault me in the shower, are you?
Say that you have things to do and move on. Ask who he is and what he does.
Crump is a name. Even Ma called me that. Why, what I do, I hit people. Particularly in fisticuffs.
Yeah, that's not the right word, but never mind.
Worked as a bouncer, collected debts. I'm very good at this. Maybe one of the best even. Then I got under the dome due to the program, but nothing really changed. Recently I got out of jail. It's funny, so many opportunities to beat people appeared in the city after the incident. But here, only bandits or pigs are hiring. Disgusting. Now I'm waiting for a chance to start my own violence in a...
He wrinkles his forehead, trying to come up with the word
meaningful way.
Ask him what he's talking about. Say that you don't like violence much.
Well, I could always use an ally who is good at beating those that I dislike and that disagree with me, Crump. I, Hannes, would love to be your friend. Let us travel together.
Crump ponders for a while. Nah, I don't think we will hit it off. We're made of different things. You and I, no offense.
I know, Crump. Why? I wish you good luck then.
Damn you, Crump. Okay. I know what happened there. I'm going to save it because that's what's happened. I know why this has happened, however. We were nice to her, so the rumor has spread that we are a nice person. Or a beautiful person, in her words. Not mine. How do I pass this shit over to my other... take it all. So I think that's one of the reasons. I'm guessing you can only get one comrade, one companion at this stage. Because he has returned there. So if we do some bad things, I'm guessing, it is all just a guess, that we will ultimately end up being able to come back and hire him. Maybe. Like, not evil, but, you know, not being a good boy either. Let's have a look. I think this might be the houses. Well, I can't pick the lock. Disgusting. Yeah, I'm guessing these are the houses then. Okay. Interesting. I wish I could see what was inside them. To see... hang on. Got a chemistry bench. Kitchen. Couch. Shower. Okay. No workbench. It was the workbench that I was most interested in trying to find. What in the hell is this? Yes, game, I can tell it's a sewer drain. I thought you were going to tell me a bit more. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found that many secrets either. I pretty much know what they're going to say. Wait. There's a city? Are we not in the city? Oh. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. I would rather actually come down here first. The lab door. Ooh, interesting. They have a laboratory here? Oh, who are you? You are definitely someone who we can talk to. This looks like it's the sheriff's. The black's watchful stare seems to take in every detail as you approach. You're a stranger?
Yes. Who are you, sir?
Fruit. Rut. I mean, okay. I'm something like the local sheriff. I make sure no hooligans make trouble around here. He raises a hand, raises his right hand on his holster. He rests his hand on his holster. Ask him what this place is. Your question surprises him. Have you been sleeping in a cave for the last 2 years? These are the slums, or shitburg, as I like to call it. The outside of the city, the only official settlement inside the dome. I'm sorry, I'm not telling him my story. Goodbye. I don't... Why would I tell him my story? Seems a bit odd. My dearly beloved people of the dome. My dearly brothers and sisters. Pause in here and think what brought you here to the desert. Was it money, adventure, goodwill? The only thing is the same. We all came here seeking the best... Oh, bollocks, I missed that bit. But what if the church gives you the answer? Oh God, he's a religious nut. Yeah, I don't. You're talking about churchy nonsense now, my friend. The giant man. The giant man spreads his arms in greeting. Impenetrable black glasses hide a good half of his face. The stranger smiled. Revened? 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 Raven End? Ravenend? Revenend? Saintigo. Saintigo? Revenend Saintigo? That's odd. At your service. Is this about my sermon? The priceless gift of the new world I came to check in? He hugs you with strong, warm arms and keeps smiling. Move away. I'm sorry. Hannes is not a religious person, amazingly enough. Amazingly enough. Hannes doesn't... Yeah, he's a criminal. I mean, he's not really... And he didn't find God in the church, in prison. Okay. Never mind then. There is still 2 places for us to jerk out. Jerk out. The laboratory. Let's have a look. For physically gifted employees, there is a chance you will experience multiple side effects of uncertain topography? Yeah. In runtime mode. It is therefore recommended you undergo regular examinations in the project's medibay. In case of any critical performance drop, contact your personal services immediately. Wow. That was a lot of health. Interesting. Interesting. Medical facility. Ooh. These all locked. They are not. I can. The taste of looting. Okay. Quick save. This dude first. A tall man in a flawless black uniform makes a step towards you and greets you with a short, firm handshake. Aldorf Schmintz. Aldorf Mitch, Chief of Security Services of the Emulator Project. The black points to a poster that reads maintaining stability mode whilst on site. His face looks vaguely familiar to you. He has nothing to trade. Look closely and remember where you've seen him. His bearing, his clean and ironed black uniform, and even the name Oldorf. All of it stirs vague memories, and those memories return very quickly, of course. Was serving in the Concord before the incident. It was him who stopped you by the bar gate and sent you into the security room to talk to Kingsley. Remind him you've already seen each other in the Concord. He nods slowly. Of course, we saw each other. I've been working in the Concord since the moment of its opening. If you turned out to be under the dome, then we've definitely met. That's only logical. He frowns as he tries to remove the dust particles stuck to his sleeve. Remind him your encounter September 14th, 1976. Closed bar gates, Kingsley, Nashville. He pulls away from what he's doing and lifts his intent look at you. But there was the incident on Nashville. Everyone there died. A mistrustful grin appears on his face. I don't believe you. Many insane people come here. The church people who believe in the metastorm. Some desperate people who think the emulator would help them find their disappeared families? Are you one of those people who claim to have survived the metastorm? Come on in. Oh, come on in then. Go to Henry. She will examine you and reach a verdict, but for God's sake, put on overboots. The black steps aside and signs you to come in. Ask him what the stability mode means. The black puts on a judgment in his gaze. You appear to be on the scientific side next to the high precision equipment. That is sensible to the pollutant. And you look at your shoes. This is a mess. Put on overboots immediately. I can't let you in there like this. The scientific high precision equipment. Oh, that is sensitive. It should be sensitive to pollutants. What is the emulator project? The black fixes his collar as if he's preparing to give a... Oh, god damn it. The emulator is a simplified mode of the metastorm that should help people under the dome learn to control it. I don't really understand everything else, so if you want to know the details, you should turn to Ross. She directs the complex. Go straight down the hall. Tell him about your headaches and strange visions. No. No. I don't think we want to do that. Again, quick save, because I don't really want to go through all that again. Will this let me use it for free? No, it will not. Okay, so for the moment, we are... It doesn't say it's empty. Yay! Give me. I'm sure at one point I'm going to be really annoyed that I didn't take some of this loot, but there's just so much in this game. I can't take it all. So are any of these ones people I recognise? Oh! We recognise him, I think. He's the guy who did the science test. Huh. That's kind of interesting that he would be here. Don't judge me for taking $3. Very interesting. Right. Hang on, let me have some coffee. The nectar of life. A thin man with a deep, bold temple area is passionately scanning some little relics floating over the table. That's weird. You definitely saw this thoughtful man in a white coat somewhere before. Try to remember who he is. You manage even to remember his name, Sebastian van Ulden. That instructor who worked in the Concord. It was him who taught you how to use the scanner. Wait until he finishes his work. Pulling away from his work, he fixes his glasses, glasses, and looks at you. I want to make it clear, I don't have time for empty talk, so you speak shortly and answer shortly. Tell him you have a headache and hallucination periodically. The scientist is peering at your face for a couple of seconds. Describe your aminness more accurately. Humming in the head, similar to some dung. Bright pictures of white light. Your iris is fine. That means the metastorm just grazed you. Describing your anomalies more accordingly. Humming in your head, similar to some song. Bright pictures of white light. Your iris is fine. That means the metastorm only grazed you. Fine thingy. She must be in the main hall of the emulator. She would examine you. I have work to do, so ask. Okay. That's a bit. Find out how the instructor from the Concord got to the emulator project. He turns pale with resentment. Let us make something clear. I graduated from the university in Switzerland. I've been published. I'm a doctor of science, not some instructor. Sebastian tidies his fuzzy hair angrily. I kept up with my responsibilities in the Concord just fine, and the initiative was provided. Those debriefings was mine and only mine. As they say, if you want to do something right, do it yourself. You ask how I got here. Unlike you, Ross is capable. Yeah, Ross is capable of seeing potential and competence. Did I answer your question? He crosses his arms on his chest and gimlets you? Gimlets you? Testing gimlets you. Yeah. Well, let's see if he has anything to... He has money! Anyone who has money must lose their money as I take it from them. Take one relic dust. Do biddy. Okay. Sadly, I should probably buy his medical kits as well. Okay. Give him one of them. Give him two of them. Two, please. There we go. Oh. Sorry. Another one. There we go. Cool. Excellent. Give me more medical stuff. Fine, fine, fine. I'm not going to ask what he's busy with. He seems to be a bit of an arsehole. No surprise there, then. I mean, really. I don't need beer. Was there anything on his table that we could swipe? No. Okay, well, I don't really think she's going to have much else to say, but let's talk to her first. Let's get all the extra ones out of the way. A plumpish woman in a white coat is sitting at a table surrounded by screens. Her fingers are quickly flying over the keyboard. Loud key clicking reminds you of spurts of fire. You're coming closer. Clicks of the keyboard stop. The white raises her eyes on you. There is no anger or irritation in her gaze, but it's so cold that it feels creepy.
Oh, my love, you have eyes similar to mine. We are kindred. I feel it. Feel it in my toes and my loins.
Without saying a word, she returns to her work as if you were not there.
Ah, the coldness of you. Ah, it freezes my heart. I bet your little toe is curled and gnarled.
God damn it, Hannes. Oh, God, I wonder if I should just stop playing Hannes. Oh. Okay, so let us enter into I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not, people. Because, of course, we are close to that time, pretty much on that time. So I'm going to have to end the episode off here. Yes, I know it is much, much sadness. I'm sure you all want to see what goes on in here, what she has to say, how things have changed, what is going on. There are many questions that need to be answered, but we'll have to answer them in the next episode. Sadness, I know. But again, thank you all so much for all your support in all of the ways. It is just, it's amazing to me. I certainly hope I brought some joy into your world, and you're enjoying the game and the gameplay along with it. So, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.
Take care, all. Remember to tune in next time.